Hey everybody, do you know what time it is? It's time for some more Let's Play Pikmin. Yesterday we went to the Forest Navel for the first time, and we got 4 ship parts, pretty awesome, and we discovered blue Pikmin. And today we're going to go back to the impact site now that we have blue Pikmin. And we're going to get the last ship part we can get here, and we are going to grind up our Pikmin numbers. And after this, we hopefully won't need to worry about a low number of Pikmin ever again, just because there are so many pellets here, so many things that we can bring back to our base for more Pikmin, so yeah, should be fun. Matter of fact, after this day, I normally have about 400 Pikmin, so yeah, should be fun. Alright, we want to get all of our blues and all of our yellows, and then the rest will just be reds. And then first order of business will be to get a few 20 pellets that are on a plateau-ish sort of thing. And there's also a lot of nectar here, so in general, if you ever need more pellets, or if you need more Pikmin, or more nectar, or whatever, you can just come to the impact site. I think this is kind of what they were going for with the impact site. And also, the impact site has 2 optional bosses that show up here, and I will probably end up showing them off. Basically, after day 8, there'll be one that shows up every even numbered day, and then after day 9 there'll be one that shows up every odd numbered day. So yeah, those are the 2 optional bosses. And I'm not sure you can really call them bosses, they're more like just strong enemies who are optional. Because to an extent there's only 2 real bosses in this game, I guess. Okay, so this little geyser here, we had the Pikmin break up so that Almar could get up here. And we want to make sure that these pellets get back to their like respective onions, so how many blue Pikmin do we have up here? There we go, things take that back. When Pikmin are taking back a pellet, if there's like 6 blue Pikmin on it and 4 reds, it'll go to the blues. It just depends on how many Pikmin are holding it. And if there's a yellow pellet, and there are like 2 yellow Pikmin holding it and 8 reds, and it'll go back to the red one, yeah. Just making sure you got that, so, okay. So far so good, and then there's just some 1 pellets up here that we can get. Hey, you remember back in the first day when I broke that gate that we could just barely hit way over there? Yeah, that's gonna help us a lot now, just because now we won't need to break it. So, and yeah, you can just kind of see how that would help us, so. Don't go up the geyser again. Okay. So this is gonna be a pretty chill day, kind of like day 3 was, just because it's mainly gonna be grinding Pikmin, and, you know, there's only 1 ship part to get, so yeah. Won't be much going on today. You can kind of take your time today if you really want. I'm just gonna get some of these pellets by spawn. And also, now that we have all the colors of Pikmin, we can actually go back to other areas like the Forest of Hope, and we can get the parts that we couldn't get there before. Sorry about that, I got interrupted yet again, but yeah, so in the last part I mentioned that this planet is actually intended to be post-apocalyptic Earth. And I was thinking, for Pikmin 3, it'd be really cool if they could like play around with that idea. Like, maybe there's like zombies on the planet, and you need to kill them all with, okay, no, maybe not that, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, I saw some like fan-made art of like the box art and stuff, and like, there's like a whole bunch of Pikmin fighting like a pet cat, you know, just that kind of thing. Just like actually Almar interacting with humans themselves, I guess. I don't know. Just throwing ideas around and whatnot. I mean, Almar is the size of a dime compared to us, because, you know, he's really small, and, you know, all the things around him are really big. Alright, so I didn't mean to do that. So now we got some Pikmin back. We want to take our yellows, and we're going to bomb them up. Not blow them up, we're going to give them bombs, with which they can blow up things. This is an iridescent flint beetle. Basically, if you throw your Pikmin on it, it will drop nectar and pellets and whatnot. It's kind of hard to do, but it's not too bad. I'll be getting that later on if we have time. There we go, we can find some bombs in this box. And okay, so getting your Pikmin up here can be a little bit frustrating, so if you want, you can just throw them up. Not a big deal, but we only have 10, so we should be able to get them through. Okay, so this is the only wall we actually need to break now. I guess, wow, I should have bought... Maybe I shouldn't have even bothered breaking that gate, just because we could have used our bombs to break it. But whatever. Oh, don't use that. So yeah, this wall is just going to take 3 bombs, just like most of the others do. But there's actually one thing that we can use our remaining 3 bombs for. You see these enemies here? These are clams. I'm not sure what their technical name are, but what we can do is that we can throw our bomb Pikmin near them. and they'll blow up the center, and that's where they take damage, the center. Typically when you're fighting these things, you need to throw your Pikmin into there, have them do damage to the center, and then retreat them, or call them back before it closes. But we'll be seeing that later on, as we do actually need to fight a few of them. Alright, so the Pikmin are kind of useless to us now. We're just going to have them, bless me, for a 4th time in the course of the last 3 videos. We're just going to have them take back this pellet, and we shouldn't need them again. Can they take that? No, we need a few more. There we go. Okay. So now that we're pretty much off yellow Pikmin, now we can come in with our reds and blues, and we can start doing some real fun stuff. Yeah. Now, so I advise that you have 100 Pikmin out for this day, just because you'll be sprouting a lot of Pikmin. And trying to sprout every single one, yeah, that can get a little bit frustrating, I imagine. So it'd be wise to make sure you have white Pikmin out. Just swing a few up. One thing you can do, actually, if you're running a little circle, Olimar will actually throw the Pikmin faster. So that's one thing you can do to just speed up the process a little bit. It kind of sounds derpy in the recording, I know, because like I'm spinning the control stick on the nunchuck, but okay. Should be able to make it up here now. There we go. And the optional bosses you fight would be right about here, so if you're wondering. Alright, so we can have our red Pikmin carry this back, and then they will also be worthless for the rest of the day. Yeah! Now if you're wondering, these pearls over here, they actually give you 50 Pikmin to the onion that you bring it back to. So since the blue Pikmin are by far the most important, okay, not yet, I'm gonna bring that back later. First, we want to take out this clam over here, and then we can bring that back once we have more blue Pikmin. Alright, so these clams, you want to throw a few Pikmin up, and once it gets all the way back, you know, the clam, you want to call them back before they get crushed. If your Pikmin get crushed, they will die, and that's no fun. That's only happened to me a few times where Pikmin actually died to this thing, just because they're pretty easy to fight. You just need to take your time, really. You don't want to get too cocky. And you only need like 10 Pikmin to fight them, so yeah. Now you actually need to kill another one of these after this. That's for a ship part, so I think that one actually has more HP, just because it's a ship part, not a pearl, but I don't know. Actually, after you kill this thing, I'm gonna kill it, but after you take the pearl, you can continue to get your Pikmin killed by it, just because you can keep throwing your Pikmin in it, and it will keep closing, even if there's a pearl in there, so there we go. So like, if you're up the pearl out, you want to make sure that your Pikmin are out of it, because the clam will still close and kill your Pikmin. The clam itself isn't dead. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So we're almost done here. Come on. Don't want to get too cocky. Our blue Pikmin are very precious. Or the animation the clam does when he kills a Pikmin, it looks really derpy. I want to show that. Not now, though. This is rather important. Oh, no! Call him back, call him back, call him back. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we killed that one. And now we just need to kill one more, which is over here. And that's for a ship part. I forgot what the ship part's called, but I don't wonder, how did it end up in his mouth? That's a little bit derpy, but whatever. There we go. This is getting kind of boring, so I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. I guess one thing I could briefly mention, there is another mode in this game called a challenge mode, and at this point I'm not sure if I'm going to try that or if I'm going to cover that. Right now I'm thinking not, but I don't know, I'll have to wait and see. Because like, I'm kind of out of time, really, because I'm going to New Jersey on Friday, and it's Monday right now, so I'm trying to record this entire project and edit the entire thing before I go. Yeah, very stressful week. You can imagine. And we got him out, okay. So now that that's done, I say first we take the pellets back, or these pearls back, and then we'll come back with more blue Pikmin to take the ship part, and that's when you pellet back. So yeah, like I said, this is a big Pikmin grinding day. We already have over 200, so yeah, after this we shouldn't have to worry about grinding more Pikmin. It'll mainly just be a factor of how many Pikmin will die until the end of the game. Okay, I'm gonna call these guys back. And then I guess we're just gonna wait until they get back with the pearls. Then we're gonna put all our Pikmin away except for the blues. We're gonna flower them up, and then we're gonna go and get the ship parts, and then it'll be done. Yeah, planning. So once again, I'm trying to find more things to talk about, just because I imagine this is getting kind of boring. Just because, you know, it's just Pikmin grinding. You know, there's something else to do. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes I like to challenge myself to see if I can actually, like, accomplish getting every single pellet in the area. That can be a little hard to do, just because there's so many of them. And I'll watch our Pikmin number is gonna go way up. Yeah, kind of insane. So we're just gonna put our red Pikmin back. Come forth, my blue Pikmin. Yes, they're all so beautiful with their leaves and... we need to fix that quickly. Too many leaf Pikmin. They're everywhere. They're all so weak and slow. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, guys. He'll be fixed soon enough. Is there any more nectar? Really? None? Come on, come on. Oh, yay! Any more? Any more? Huh? Okay. Really? One Pikmin hogged that son of a bitch. Whatever, I sent it over here. I can't believe that though. One Pikmin hogged that entire thing. That's frustrating. That's very frustrating. We still don't even have that many flower Pikmin, even after all that. We got 3 things of nectar, and we barely got any. That is frustrating. Whatever. Once we go back to the Forest of Hope, which is where we'll be going tomorrow, we'll be getting another chance to flower our Pikmin. No, yeah, we're not running out of time at all. As a matter of fact, I think we have a surplus of time at this point. We just need to bring 2 things back, really, and then we'll be done. Sometimes when I'm recording, I think I hear somebody like knocking on my window. It creeps me out sometimes, but whatever. I think once, it was in like Paper Mario or something, I was recording, and then I heard knocking on my window, and it was actually my brother like trying to get into the house because we accidentally locked him out. Okay, so come on, guys. I hate leaf Pikmin so much. They're so slow. So slow. Okay, I think this takes like 20, okay. And okay, so I guess I was talking about like Pikmin 3 earlier, like what they could do with that game. I was thinking like, what do you guys think about the E3 announcements that have been made already? Just because I'm recording this before E3, so I want to know what your favorite things at E3 were this year. So you can put that in the comments below. I guess that's an interesting question. I would love to tell you what my favorite things at E3 were, but that hasn't happened yet. So, oh well. And it's kind of unfortunate that we only got 1 ship part today, but whatever. There's really not much we can do about that. But hey, we've 100%ed the impact site. First area we've completed. How about that? Yeah, that's pretty fun. That's pretty exciting. Positron generator. This electric generator is so powerful that if you approach it carelessly, you'll get an electric shock. 11 out of 30 parts. Awesome. And if we get 1 more, we can go to a new area, but we're not going to go to that new area until we've gotten everything in every other area, so don't get too excited to see a new area, because we won't be going there for quite a while. There we go. And I can't think of anything else to really do. Let's take a look at our numbers. Okay. We have 150 blue Pikmin, we have 69 yellow Pikmin, and we have 127 red Pikmin. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on numbers, but I guess just for lulz we can try and get more red Pikmin, just because, I don't know, we can use more red Pikmin, because red Pikmin are bound to die, because we normally use them for fighting and such, so it might be nice to have, you know, a good supply of red Pikmin. I like how I stutter every time I say red Pikmin. I say it like Rebdicton. 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 Whatever. Come on. So yeah, let's see if we can pull it off. Getting every single pellet in the area before the day ends. What a pointless goal. No. Okay, where's the iridescent flint beetle? The iridescent flint beetle will actually drop a 5 pellet if you hit it enough. So where'd you go? He's probably hiding in that box. Come out of your box. He's not in the box. There he is. Throw like crazy. I'll stop briefly every once in a while. That's when you want to get him. There we go. Some nectar. There's some more nectar. I think we glitched him out there for a second. There we go. There's a 5 pellet. It's for the wrong color, but whatever. Oh, is he still alive? Wow. Oh no, he went away. Okay. Pikmin can actually chase the iridescent flint beetle, but that doesn't really accomplish anything, so. Okay, so I think we got just about every pellet in the area. We actually are missing a few, but whatever, that's fine. So this was a pretty good day. it's kind of fun to say this was a good day, because this is a pretty scripted day, just in general. Get more Pikmin, get that 1 ship part. Pretty much it. However, usually I am able to hit 400 Pikmin in this 1 day, and I haven't accomplished that. Whoa, holy nectar. That came out of nowhere. Just like 3 popped out of nowhere. Holy crap. That would have been nice when we were with the blue Pikmin, but whatever. Now we have an army of flowered red Pikmin. And 1 trips. As soon as the cutscene starts, 1 trips. That's amazing. Ugh. That's pretty amazing. Alright, let's see what the report is for today. 5 days since impact. I have seen that, at times, the leaf atop a Pikmin's head will grow into a bud and then into a flower. It appears that if I do not pick the Pikmin sprouts, they gradually bloom over time. Fascinating. This melding of plant and animal traits is surely unique in the natural world. I have found flower Pikmin to possess increased swiftness. When in a rush, I have found pressing and holding A and calling the flower Pikmin forth within the... Okay, to be quite ineffective strategy. I've also learned that new sprouts found growing on days following fierce battles are the results of seeds being left behind. So if you lose like 30 Pikmin to a boss, you'll actually be able to go to that arena the next day and you'll see a whole bunch of sprouts there. Sprouted 228 Pikmin. That's pretty good. Alright, so next time on Let's Play Pikmin, we are going to head back to the Forest of Hope, and we'll hopefully be able to get every ship part we can get there. I'll see you guys then.